Hi friends, first of all thanks for being in my YouTube channel. Today, as in part of this video, I wanted to explain one of the dual subtenses, present perfect. ఈ present perfect లో వెళ్ళే ముందు దీని గురించి మనం కొన్ని విషయాలు తెలుసుకోవాలి. ముఖ్యంగా when we want to describe the finished actions, we can use either present perfect or simple past tense. మరి కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్లో ఫినిష్డ్ యాక్షన్ని ప్రజెంట్ పర్ఫెక్ట్లో రాసుకోవాలా లేకపోతే సింపుల్ పాస్ట్లో రాసుకోవాలి అని మన కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఉంటుంది. మరి ఈ కన్ఫ్యూజన్ని మనం అవాయిడ్ చేయాలి అంటే వీ షుడ్ నో ఆల్ ద పర్పసెస్, ద డిఫరెంట్ కండిషన్స్ ఇన్ విచ్ వీ యూజ్ ప్రజెంట్ పర్ఫెక్ట్ అండ్ సింపుల్ పాస్ట్ టెన్స్. బట్ ఈ ప్రాసెస్లో మనము ప్రజెంట్ పర్ఫెక్ట్ని ఎప్పుడు వాడతాము, దాని యొక్క స్ట్రక్చర్ ఏంటి అనేది ఈ వీడియో మనం తెలుసుకుంటాం డియర్ ఫ్రెండ్స్. ఓకే డియర్ ఫ్రెండ్స్, we shall talk about the structure of present perfect first. It takes the structure subject plus has or have plus V3 plus object. So when you examine the structure of present perfect, in the structure we are given two alternate helping verbs. What are they? Has or have. ఇక్కడ రెండిట్లో మనం ఒకటి మాత్రమే యూజ్ చేయాలి. In present perfect tense, we have to use only one of these auxiliaries, one of these helping verbs. Has లేకపోతే have. మరి has ఎప్పుడు తీసుకోవాలి, have ఎప్పుడు తీసుకోవాలి అనే కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఉంది. Dear friends, taking has or have completely depends on the kind of subject. When the subject is in third person singular, he, she, it or any noun, then we can take the auxiliary has. If the subject is in first person IV, if the subject is in second person you, or if the subject is in third person they, we have to use the auxiliary have. After we can place V3 from the verb, and after V3 from the verb we can place the object. So this is all about the structure of present perfect. Once again, present perfect takes the structure subject plus has or have plus V3 plus object. We take has in present perfect tense when the subject is in third person singular. We use have in present perfect tense when the subject is in first person or in second person or in third person plural. Now dear friends, we will discuss the different situations in which we use present perfect tense. The first purpose. According to the first purpose, we use present perfect tense to describe the recent completed actions. Recent completed actions అంటే ఏంటి? మనం మాట్లాడడానికి కొద్ది ముందుగా అయిపోయినటువంటి యాక్షన్స్ డిస్క్రైబ్ చేయడం కోసం ప్రజెంట్ పర్ఫెక్ట్ టెన్స్ను వాడతాం. కమాన్ వన్స్ అగైన్, అకార్డింగ్ టు ద ఫస్ట్ పర్పస్ we use present perfect tense to describe the recent completed actions. We shall try to understand the first purpose of present perfect tense with the help of the two examples I have written on the board. He has gone out just now. He has gone out just now. మనం మాట్లాడడానికి కొద్ది సమయం ముందే అతను బయటికి వెళ్ళాడు. The action happened recently. The action happened recently. As it is a recent finished action, it has been written in present perfect tense. If you keenly observe the structure used in the sentence, you could find the structure of present perfect because it denotes, it expresses the recent completed action. Here the subject is he. మనకు థర్డ్ పర్సన్ సింగులర్లో ఉంది he, కాబట్టి మనకి ఏమొచ్చింది, ఆక్సిలరీ హ్యాస్ వచ్చింది, అండ్ ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ వీ కుడ్ సీ V3 form of the verb gone is used, and later we can see the remaining part as an object. We shall take the next example. She has rung my phone. She has rung my phone recently, just now. Before we talk, she has rung my phone. So the sentence has been written in present perfect. Okay dears, according to the first purpose, we use present perfect to describe the recent completed actions. Now we shall move forward to the second purpose. According to the second purpose, We use present perfect when we want to relate the past actions to the present. When we want to relate the past actions to the present, we can go for using present perfect tense. How can we understand this? In other words, when we expand, when we elucidate the second purpose of using present perfect tense, the simplified explanation will be like this. When we want to describe the past actions that are still continuing in the present, when we want to describe the past actions that are continuing still in the present, we can go for using present perfect tense. Past lo modalayayi. Of course, the action began in the past, but still it is continuing in the present. But we are not sure whether it will continue in the future or not. It started in the past, but still continuing in the present. To describe such actions, we can go for using present perfect tense. Okay, dear friends, we shall try to understand the second purpose of present perfect tense with the help of two examples I have written on the board. What is the second purpose? Present perfect is used to relate the past actions to the present. In other words, when we want to describe the past actions that are still continuing in the present, we can express such actions in present perfect. Come on, have a look at these examples. I have known him for 5 years. I have known Jim. It is Jim. I have known Jim for 5 years. Knowing Jim started 5 years back. Knowing Jim started 5 years back. Still, I know Jim. Still, I know Jim. Jim తెలుసుకోవడం అనేది 5 years back స్టార్ట్ అయ్యింది. ఇంకా నాకు జిమ్ తెలుసు అంటే this is the action which is started in the past and still continuing in the present. So it has been written in present perfect tense. We shall go to the next example. I have lived in this house all my life. నా జీవితం అంతా ఈ ఇంట్లోనే నేను గడిపాను. That means you started living in the house many years back. You began to live in the house many years back. It is past action. Still you are living in the same house. ఇప్పటికీ కూడా నువ్వు అదే హౌస్లో ఉంటున్నావు. That means we are relating the past action to the present. The action is started in the past, but still it is continuing in the present. So it has been expressed by using present perfect tense, my dear friends. Now we shall take up the third purpose of using present perfect tense. Dear friends, when we want to describe the finished actions whose results we can find in the present, we can go for using present perfect tense. We can use present perfect tense with the finished actions. Remember, we can use present perfect tense with the finished actions whose results we can find in the present. Of course, the action is completed in the past. Action is past lo ayipoyindi, but ఆ యాక్షన్ యొక్క రిజల్ట్ మనకు ఇక ప్రజెంట్ టెన్స్లో ఉంది. సో వెన్ వీ కెన్ సీ ద రిజల్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఎ ఫినిష్డ్ యాక్షన్ ఇన్ ద పాస్ట్, వీ కెన్ హ్యావ్ టు రైట్ ద ఫినిష్డ్ యాక్షన్ ఓన్లీ ఇన్ ద ప్రజెంట్ పర్ఫెక్ట్ టెన్స్. వన్స్ అగైన్ we use present perfect tense to describe the finished actions whose results we can see in the present. We shall try to understand the third purpose of using present perfect tense with the help of examples I have written on the board. I have lost my keys. I have lost my keys. I cannot get into the car. I have lost the keys. So losing keys, it is an action that happened in the past. అది అయిపోయింది, ఎప్పుడో పోగొట్టుకున్నా. దాన్ని పోగొట్టుకోవడం ద్వారా ఇప్పుడు నాకు ఒక రిజల్ట్ ఉంది ఇక్కడ. I have lost my keys. దాన్ని పోగొట్టుకోవడం ద్వారా I cannot get into my car. నా కార్లోకి వెళ్ళలేకున్నాను. అంటే I cannot get into my car, get into the car is a result. The result happened, you got this result because you have lost the key in the past. Even though it is a past action, still it is written in present perfect because the finished action have its result in the present. యాక్షన్ అనేది మనకు పాస్ట్లో ఫినిష్ అయిపోయింది, కానీ దాని రిజల్ట్ మాత్రం ఇప్పటికీ మనకు ప్రజెంట్ టెన్స్లో ఉంది. సో లెట్ మీ గివ్ యూ అనదర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్. సో when I was cutting the vegetables, unfortunately, unexpectedly, I cut my finger. సో ఇదంతా పాస్ట్ యాక్షన్. వేలు తెగిపోయింది, పాస్ట్ యాక్షన్, కానీ దాని రిజల్ట్ ఇప్పటికి కూడా ఉంది. ఏంటది? ఇప్పటికీ అది దానికి పెయిన్ ఇంకా ఉంది. దాని పెయిన్ కట్ చేసుకున్నా కదా, ఆ పెయిన్ నాకు ఈ ప్రజెంట్లో కూడా ఉంది. అంటే యాక్షన్ ఏమో పాస్ట్లో జరిగింది, దానికి రిజల్ట్ నాకు ఇంకా ప్రజెంట్లో కూడా ఉంది. అంటే ఆ యాక్షన్ మనం దేంట్లో రాసుకోవాలి? ప్రజెంట్ పర్ఫెక్ట్లో రాసుకోవచ్చు. ఐ హ్యావ్ కట్ మై ఫింగర్, ఐ ఫీల్ ఇట్స్ పెయిన్ స్టిల్. ఐ ఫీల్ ఇట్స్ పెయిన్ స్టిల్. సో కట్ చేసుకోవడం అనేది పాస్ట్లో జరిగింది, కానీ దాని రిజల్ట్ అనేది ప్రజెంట్ టెన్స్లో ఉంది. కాబట్టి ఆ ఫినిష్డ్ యాక్షన్, అంటే గతంలో అది పాస్ట్ టెన్స్లో జరిగినా కూడా దాని రిజల్ట్ మనకు ప్రజెంట్ టెన్స్లో ఉంది, కాబట్టి ఆ ఫినిష్డ్ యాక్షన్ మనము ప్రజెంట్ పర్ఫెక్ట్లో మాత్రమే రాసుకోవాలి. అప్పుడు మనకేమవుతుంది? ఐ హ్యావ్ కట్ మై ఫింగర్, స్టిల్ ఐ కెన్ ఫీల్ ద పెయిన్. ఐ హ్యావ్ కట్ మై ఫింగర్, ఇట్స్ బ్లీడింగ్ నౌ, ఇట్స్ బ్లీడింగ్ నౌ. సో యాక్షన్ is already happened, but as the finished action result is given, we have written the sentence in present perfect tense. ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్తున్నాను మళ్ళీ. I have cut my finger, it is still bleeding, it is bleeding now. ఎట్లా చెప్పినా ఒకటే మనకు. So we shall try to understand the third principle of present, the third purpose of present perfect tense with the help of another example. Serious. They have washed the car. They have washed the car. It looks new. It looks new. This is the result. ఇది రిజల్ట్ మనకి. We can see a result in the present tense. It looks new, and this result is because of the finished action. What is that? They have washed the car. Of course, they washed the car in the past tense. Past lo gadigaru dani. Of course, the sentence is not written in the past tense because we can see the result of the past action. So when we see the result of a past action, we should write the sentence in present perfect tense, and so the sentence has been written in present perfect tense. They plus have plus V3 form of the verb. So this is all about the third principle, my dear. Now we shall talk about the fourth purpose or the principle of using present perfect tense. Dear friends, we use present perfect tense when we want to describe our personal experiences. When you want to describe your personal experience, the most appropriate subtense is present perfect. Yes. I have never tasted chicken tandoori. I have never tasted chicken tandoori. You know, that is my experience. I have not experienced the taste of chicken tandoori till now. So when you want to express your personal experiences, you know, we can go for using present perfect tense, and we shall try to understand the fourth purpose of present perfect tense with the help of examples I have written on the board, dear friends. I have not seen the tiger. I have not seen the tiger in the forest. Yes, though I am an employee in the forest, though I have been working since many days in the forest, as an officer, I have not seen a tiger. That's my experience. Let us take the next example. I have seen the Taj Mahal. I have seen the Taj Mahal. That is also my experience. Right? So when we want to describe our personal experiences, the most appropriate subtense is present perfect. This is all about present perfect, my dear friends. But there is a question, how can we find out, and what are the keywords by which we can easily find out the present perfect tense? We shall have a discussion right now. Dear friends, it becomes very easy for us to find out present perfect tense with the help of a few keywords. And what are the keywords? We shall try to have a look over them. For, since, already, recently, yet, just now, ilanti keywords manakunte most probably we could calculate that the sentence is written in present perfect. For example, yet తీసుకుందాం. yet తీసుకొని how the keyword yet is used to indicate present perfect tense, we shall try to discuss it right now. I have not completed my homework yet. I have not finished my lunch yet. So here, I have not finished my lunch yet. When I say I have not finished my lunch yet, the sentence has been written in present perfect, and there you can find an indicator, a keyword yet. So here the word yet indicates that the sentence must be written in present perfect tense. Okay, dear friends, that is all about the structure, different purposes, and the keywords of present perfect. If you like